back, you guys. It's your girl Angel Sky coming at you today to do a little chit chat. So today has been that kind of day for me. It's been exhausting from beginning to end. So let's start from the beginning, okay? This morning I get a knock on my door, and when I say a knock, I mean a pound on my door, okay? And I get up and it's my brother. Cool, right? He got a coffee in one hand, donuts on another, coming to say hello, which I don't mind at all. I love my brothers. I have 5 brothers. I love every single one of them, but let's not parlay at 6:45 in the morning. Who does that? Anyway, so we catch up, we're chilling, we're talking. You know, I haven't seen him in a while, so cool. My alarm goes off to get the kids ready for school. I'm already up, already have my coffee, so I get them ready in no time. I'm like, all right, guys, like, grab your backpacks. It's time to go. And I'm like, all right, let me grab my purse, grab my keys. Oh, where are my keys? Where are my keys, right? My keys are gone. They are nowhere to be found. I looked and I looked and I couldn't find them. So I'm like, babe, I need to use your car real quick because I got to get the kids to school before they're late for school. So he's like, yeah, you're good. You know, use the car, but make sure when you get back, you try to look for your keys because you kind of need your truck. So I get back all day. I'm looking for my keys. I look everywhere. I look every square inch of my house. I can't find my keys anywhere. I'm trying to backtrack, think of what I did when I got home and where I went. I couldn't think of another place they would be, right? Like 1:30, quarter to 2. Their school calls me and she's like, hey, Mrs. Maldonado, how are you? I'm like, good, how are you? She's like, I just want to let you know that your daughter Alana went to go get her snack and your keys are in her backpack. How would my keys get in her backpack? How would that even be possible? Like, how would my keys get in her backpack? I am literally trying to think how they would end up there. She wouldn't put them there. Like, she's not even the type of girl that would do that. So how would they end up there? Anyway, so I go all the way to the school, pick up my keys, come all the way back home, literally just to turn around and go back and get my kids from the school. So it's just been like that kind of day where everything that can go wrong will go wrong. So anyway, that is not even what I wanted to talk to you about. What I wanted to talk to you about, like, how I've been feeling. So I don't know if any of you guys can relate to this, but I feel like, you know, sometimes, like, you get down for no reason and you can't even think of a good reason. Like, my kids are good, me and my husband are good. There's no reason for me to feel down, right? And I feel like with social media, that can play a role in me, and I'm talking about myself when I talk about this, in me feeling the way I do, because I feel like every time I go on social media too much, I start feeling real down on myself. And I've noticed since doing YouTube and networking, that's just another platform for us to put our content out there, right? But I've noticed the more I go on social media, the more I feel like almost inadequate, because there is just like a certain body standard and a certain beauty standard that me as a 35-year-old woman and mother, I can't live up to those standards. Like, I am not even going to try to live up to those standards. So for me to be on Facebook and Instagram all the time, it really does put like bad thoughts in my head about myself. So I've been thinking that maybe I should take like a little hiatus and not completely go off social media, because I don't even think anybody can do this at this point, because there are some good things to social media, but then there's some bad things. So you got to kind of take the good with the bad. But for me, I feel like I got to fall back sometimes and kind of like regroup, because if something is not inspiring me or making me feel better, then I need to rethink that, right? So that's kind of how I've been feeling. Like, I've been doing my videos over and over and over because I feel like it's not good enough. I feel like I'm not good enough. And I'm just going through like a phase. And what really bothers me is I am the type of person where I'm very outgoing. I'm very confident. Like, I don't worry about what people think of me too much, because everybody has their own taste, their own flavor. And I either am or am not your flavor. And there is nothing I could do about that. Even if I try to look my very best, if I'm not your taste, I'm not your taste, right? But in viewing yourself, you have to stop picking yourself apart. And I notice I do this a lot the more and more I am on social media. I look at myself. I could be having a good day and I'm like, okay, look at my hair, look at my makeup came out today, okay. But then I go on social media and the shred of confidence I had just dropped 3 levels literally in like 2.5 seconds of me being on Instagram. So what I want to come on here and say is just be careful of, you know, what you watch, what you look at. You are the captain of your own ship. Only you can pick and choose what you want to look at and what you don't. You can always unfollow people or take a little break from, you know, social media, or just maybe post but not scroll. So that's what I tend to do. Like when I upload, I'll upload. And then when I put it on a social media site, I can still post, but it doesn't mean I have to scroll. Because when I'm already feeling bad about myself, social media isn't going to do anything but make me feel worse about myself. So it's time for her to kind of like get her weekend back, get herself together, and kind of like boost myself. Like there's certain things I do to help kind of boost myself and make myself feel better. So that's what I will be doing over the weekend, is kind of working on me. Because I do have daughters, I don't just want to tell them to love themselves. I want to show them how to love themselves. And if I don't love myself, how can I show them that? You know, so that's a big thing to me. And I always want my daughters to feel confident and special and important. But if I don't feel like that about myself, how can I teach them? So pretty much the end of the story is, yes, sometimes we do compare ourselves to others, not as far as YouTube, but I'm saying as far as like looks and beauty and rating yourself. But at the end of the day, you got to realize that you have certain qualities that another person doesn't have. It doesn't mean that that person is better or worse than you. It just means that y'all are different. So at the end of the day, you have to remember your own qualities. And you also have to remember on social media, they're not judging you by your personality. They're literally judging you by a picture of you. And how does that get a gist of who you are? Because it doesn't. They don't know who you are. That's why I love YouTube so much, is because on YouTube, you don't just see me. You get to know me. You get to know my personality, know who I am, know what I like, know what I don't like. And then you can make a proper judgment on somebody. But just judging somebody based on a picture seems pretty off to me. So that's it. That's something I've been working on recently, and your girl's gonna get it all the way back together, and I will be back fresh Monday morning. But I got a vlog coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.